Alright folks, how's it going? So in this video we're going to be having a look at my old laptop. I've had this for about 6 years and it has only just recently been semi-retired. This was my one and only computer for 6 years. Yeah, this is what I've used to do all my YouTube videos up until I got the new computer there a couple of weeks back. So this was used to make my very first YouTube video, and I've been using it to do my videos ever since. So it has served me well, but it's starting to show its age, and yeah, I thought it was time to semi-retire it. So I thought I would show it and show the specs and stuff. The model number, if I can read it, it's an Acer Aspire 5738. Yeah, there's a couple of different models of the 5738. There's a G and a GZ model. I can't remember which one this is, or whether it doesn't have a letters after the numbers or whatever, but yeah, so it's still in reasonably good condition. There's a couple of small scratches on the top, and if you can see from here, it's like a really dark blue colour. So we'll open it up here and give you a look around it. So if I can get it to sit properly here, the cable out from under it. The battery is knackered in this thing. I actually replaced the battery in this probably about 3 years ago, and now that battery's dead as well, so I'm not worried about it too much. So there isn't an awful lot of wear on the keyboard, as I nearly always used a wireless keyboard with this. Basically this laptop sat in the one spot for the majority of its life. I didn't actually use this on my knee. It sat on a little desk, and I used a wired mouse and a wireless keyboard with it. So there is a little bit of glossing on some of the keys, so they have been used, but really not an awful lot. The keyboard works perfectly, and there are status lights and buttons there. It's our Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, battery, and then we'll have our indicator lights here, the hard drive, and 2 lock symbols there. I'm not actually sure what they're for, to be honest. On the other side here we'll have our battery button. I think it puts it into like battery saving mode. Plus and minus volume buttons. There's the model number there, and I have put a big GoPro sticker on it. The nice feature on this is there's actually a button to turn off the touchpad. So you press that, and now the touchpad doesn't work, which is pretty handy. And this originally came with Windows Vista. I can hear you all shivering in the background. It does have Windows 7 on it now. So I don't know how well I'm going to be able to show you the screen here, but we'll have a quick look through it here. So like I said, I have Windows 7 on this. If I start up CPU ID, I'll be able to show you the specs of this. So it's an Intel Core 2 Duo. The model is a T6400, and it's a Penryn socket, or a Penryn chip, and a socket P478, and it's 2 gig per core. The memory. As you can see there, it has 4 gig installed, but Windows 7 only recognises 3 gig. It's just Windows 7 32-bit. Yeah, it only recognises 3 gig. And its downfall is the crappy onboard Intel graphics, which are pathetic. It says there that there's 1308 megabytes memory on the graphics card, but that's not true. I think it's 64 megabytes, the graphics on this, which is why I never used this for gaming. It will run emulators and stuff, but for the most part, you know, it's a waste of time trying to game on this thing. And the BIOS date on it there is from the 20th of February 2009, so that's 6 years ago. Looking at the computer properties here, so yeah, it reads the core speed being 2 gig as well. And again, it says 4 gig, 3.9 gig usable for the memory, 32-bit Windows 7. And yeah, apart from the graphics card, it's not a bad little computer. Its downfall really is rendering videos. When I was rendering a high definition video on this, I basically had to start it before I went to bed and just leave it rendering overnight. And even while using Vegas, the lag while watching the preview was pretty bad. So really there's not much else to show you. This is showing its age. If I can open something here that might be able to show you. I don't know if you're going to see this on camera. Yeah, you can see it okay. I do have there's an LED away on my backlight, so there's a dark spot on the screen, which is really only noticeable on a bright picture. And the hard drive is I wouldn't say problematic, but it's definitely not the best. The hard drive could be replaced in this, or could do with being replaced. What I plan to do with this is actually put an SSD in it and get a new battery, and then it can, you know, be used as a actual laptop. I can take it with me. At the minute, because the battery's knackered, I can't really take it with me, so that's the plan. Get a battery for it and put an SSD hard drive in, and yeah, it'll do as a nice little backup. Yeah, so this is what I have been using for the past 6 years, and have done basically everything on it. I've pushed it to its absolute limits. I have had the hard drive replaced in this twice. I bought this actually out of PC World 6 years ago, and the hard drive failed in it in about a year after I bought it. But I had taken out a service plan on it, so I was able to just take it to PC World and get the hard drive replaced. And the second time the hard drive went was about 2 years ago maybe, and again it was still covered by the service plan, so I got it replaced free of charge. So that's really it. There's not an awful lot much more to show you. I'll show you the ports on the side here. We'll have our Ethernet, HDMI out. You can use actually use a second screen on this with HDMI or VGA. There's 2 USB ports, and then your sound card inputs there. On the other side here we'll have modem. We'll have our DVD writer. It's actually a DVD RAM, and then 2 more USB ports there. there is a built-in webcam on this as well, which isn't the best. It's pretty crap. As you can see, it's optimized for low light, which means if you use it with normal light, it's just washed out. There's absolutely nothing along the back apart from the vent for the fan. I have had this laptop apart twice to clean out all the dust, and it has a 230 gig hard drive. I think it's actually 250. Part of it's taken up by the boot sector and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the Blu-ray drive showing up there is a virtual drive run by Damon Tools for nefarious activities which I won't go into. So yeah, that's about it, guys. That's just a look at my old laptop, which is now semi-retired, but like I said, hopefully I'm gonna get a battery and a new hard drive for it, and hopefully it'll last me another 6 years. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in the next video. Bye for now.